we are going to work on building visual patterns as our math installation. So first we want to kind of dig around our house and find some supplies or materials we can use to actually build our pattern. I'm going to use some Cheerios in this example. Then you're going to want to figure out what is the first step of your pattern going to look like. How many items do you want in it? How do you want to arrange those items? So I started by putting 3 Cheerios together kind of in a triangle figuration. You do not have to do this, but this is just how I decided to start my first step. Then you have to decide a rule for your pattern. How do you want it to grow? How do you want it to shrink? How is it going to move from step to step? In my example, I decided double each step, but you could really do whatever you want. Sometimes you might want to add 5, or maybe you'll add 7, or maybe you'll double it and then add 3. Whatever you want to do, it's your pattern, it's your installation. You get to decide. I recommend using your previous step to build. You'll notice as I went from step 1 to step 2, I started with step 1 first, and then I began to double. Then, as I moved from step 2 to step 3, I used that previous step to build, reminding myself that I have to keep that same pattern or that same rule as I move on to the next step. So a quick summary for visual patterns: find some materials in your house to create your pattern. Create the first step in your pattern. Figure out a rule for your pattern. How are you going to move from one step to the next? And then finally, start with the previous step and build on that based on the rule that is defining your pattern. Have fun building your installation.